In the far future, there is only war. A galaxy so vast and unforgiving that hope itself has become a luxury, and survival is paid for in blood. Humanity stands on the edge of extinction, surrounded by monsters that devour worlds, gods that play with fate, and forces so vast they cannot be understood. Planets burn, empires collapse, billions die without anyone remembering their names. And yet, humanity refuses to disappear. It fights not because it will win, but because surrender means extinction. Every battle, every sacrifice, every last stand pushes back the darkness for just one more day. And in this universe, that endless struggle is what defines everything. There is no final victory waiting beyond the horizon. No light at the end of the war. Only survival, measured in moments stolen from annihilation. This is not a story of heroes, nor a tale of triumph or victory. In this galaxy, courage is not rewarded, and sacrifice is rarely remembered. The universe does not care who you are or what you believe. Planets burn without warning. Empires that took thousands of years to build collapse in moments. Billions of lives end in silence, unnoticed by history or the stars themselves. And yet, in the heart of this endless destruction, one species refuses to disappear. Humanity clings to existence with desperation and defiance, not because it is strong, not because it is righteous, but because extinction is the only alternative. They are protected by a god they cannot fully see or understand, a god bound to a throne of machines, worshipped more than he is known. They are guided by laws so old that their purpose has been forgotten, obeyed not out of wisdom, but out of fear. Humanity does not live in hope. It lives through faith, obedience, and endless war. Every day is a struggle just to survive one more night. And even that fragile survival is uncertain, because the greatest threat is not always found beyond the stars. Sometimes the real enemy is born from doubt, corruption, and ambition from within humanity itself. The Imperium of Man is humanity's iron fist, not a beacon of hope, but a weapon built to survive in a hostile galaxy. It stretches across millions of worlds, bound together by war, faith, and fear. At its center sits a god, not a living ruler, but a corpse bound to a throne of machines. His body is broken, his voice silent, yet his presence watches over the Imperium, guiding it through dreams, visions, and belief. To question him is heresy. To doubt him is death. The Imperium is a place where bureaucracy suffocates thought. Orders take years to arrive, and entire planets can be lost to paperwork alone. Religion is absolute, preached as truth, enforced as law. Freedom is not prorogued. It is remembered like a myth from a forgotten age. And yet, despite everything, the Imperium survives. Not because it is kind, not because it is just, but because it is relentless. Standing at the front of this endless war are the Space Marines. They are the Imperium's tip of the spear. Once human, now something far more dangerous. Genetically engineered, brutally trained, stripped of weakness and doubt. They do not fight as soldiers. they fight as living weapons. Clad in towering armor and armed with guns that roar like thunder, Space Marines are capable of destroying armies and shattering continents. Where they walk, battle follows. Where they land, the fate of worlds is decided. Every war they wage, every life they save or extinguish, draws the line between survival and annihilation just a little longer. Because in the Imperium of Man, existence is fragile, and only through endless war does humanity earn the right to see another dawn. Imperium is not alone in this galaxy. Beyond the limits of reality itself lies the warp, a vast, shifting dimension of psychic energy, a place that fuels faster than light travel, powers human psyches, and at the same time poisons everything it touches. The warp is not empty. It is alive. It reflects thought, emotion, fear, and desire, and over countless ages, those emotions gave birth to gods. These are the Chaos Gods, immortal beings of ambition, excess, rage, and decay. Khorne feeds on bloodshed and endless war. Tzeentch weaves lies, fate, and change itself. Nurgle offers decay and comfort in despair. Slaanesh whispers of perfection, pleasure, and ruin. They do not rule through armies alone. They rule through temptation. Their whispers slip into mortal minds, turning loyalty into betrayal, faith into obsession, and courage into madness. A single doubt is enough. A single moment of weakness can damn an entire world. Chaos does not strike quickly. It waits. It watches. It allows empires to rot from within before the first shot is ever fired. To chaos, time is meaningless. Defeat is temporary. Victory is inevitable. Because chaos does not simply seek to destroy civilizations. It seeks to consume belief, identity, and hope itself. And humanity, fearful, ambitious, and desperate, is its most tempting prize. For in the warp, the greatest weapon is not Aphos or steel, it is the human soul. The galaxy is full of horrors, and not all of them wear the face of chaos. Orcs are brutal, green-skinned warriors who live for nothing but war. Their armies move like unstoppable storms, leaving only destruction in their path. Where they march, entire worlds are torn apart, their violence fueled by instinct and hunger for battle. The Eldar are different, ancient, enigmatic, and impossibly clever. Their minds work in ways humanity can barely comprehend, and even they cannot always predict their own motives. They act with precision, cruelty, and cunning, striking from the shadows when least expected. Then there are the Tyranids, a swarm beyond comprehension, a hive mind that consumes every world it touches. Nothing stops them. Nothing survives them. They are an endless tide, a force of nature that devours everything in its path. And finally, the Necrons. Ancient machines, long dead, now awakening from aeons of slumber. They return not as conquerors, but as reclaimers of a galaxy they once ruled. Silent, relentless, and terrifying in their precision. Every race, every army, every creature in this galaxy threatens more than just humanity. They threaten the fragile balance of the stars themselves. And in this universe, no one is ever truly safe. Across the stars, there is no peace. Every victory is temporary, slipping through the fingers of those who fought for it. Empires rise with great power, only to crumble under their own weight or be crushed by forces beyond imagining. Heroes die, planets burn, entire fleets vanish into the void, leaving nothing behind but silence and ash. And yet, humanity endures. It marches forward, step by step, through fur and blood. It bleeds, it sacrifices, it endures horrors no single mind could comprehend, always one step behind the annihilation that waits to consume everything. War is not a chapter in this galaxy. It is not a story told in history or legend. It is the air the galaxy breathes. It is the shadow that hangs over every planet, every star, every living soul. And even now, as you watch, as you hear these words, the galaxy prepares for its next great catastrophe. A storm of destruction is always coming, and nothing, not hope, not faith, not courage, can ever stop it completely. This is the essence of Warhammer 40,000. A universe where morality is not absolute, where right and wrong shift with circumstance, and where survival always demands sacrifice. Even gods fail. Even heroes fall. Nothing in this galaxy is guaranteed. Power, glory, victory, all are temporary illusions, fragile as glass. The Imperium of Man is mighty, yes, but it is also brittle, built on faith, fear, and relentless effort. It survives only because it must. Every world it protects is a battleground. Every victory is bought with blood. Chaos is infinite, eternal, patient. It does not rush. It waits. It watches. It does not merely seek to destroy. It seeks to consume hope, courage, and the very soul of the galaxy. Xenos are unstoppable, relentless, and utterly alien. They act on instinct, on ancient knowledge, or on designs beyond human comprehension. Yet they are also fascinating. Each race a reflection of the infinite diversity of the cosmos, and each a reminder that humanity is just one small thread in the vast dark tapestry of the stars. And you, the observer, watching all of this unfold, are forced to ask the same question the galaxy itself asks every day. If survival is so fragile, so temporary, what does it truly mean to live? If this universe fascinated you, then this is only the beginning. Warhammer 40,000 is not just a setting. It is a philosophy of endless war, a psychology of faith, fear, sacrifice, and extinction. In this channel, I will explore the entire verse, the Imperium of Man and its brutal survival, the madness and seduction of chaos, the alien logic of the Xenos, and the forgotten truths buried beneath 10,000 years of war. These videos will not be rushed. They will be dark, immersive, and faithful to the grim reality of the 41st millennium. If you admire the effort, if this atmosphere pulled you into the darkness, then support this journey. Like the video so it reaches more souls. Share it with those who love lore and grimdark worlds. And subscribe, because this channel will slowly uncover everything Warhammer 40K has to offer. This is only the first transmission. Many more will follow. In the far future, there is only war.